Hello, I'm Kyle Colbreth, and this is my final project. For part A, we had to create a retail item class, as you can see here, which takes in three fields or values, which would be a description, a units on hand, and a price. I made them all private because it's not something that an outside person looking at it would read. That's why it's private, so you can't just pull it whenever or modify it. Right here is the full constructor, which takes in the description, the units on hand, and the price, and assigns them in this keyword, whatever the object you're actually at. Right here are three getters, which I created, which let you print out value that you want. So did an object of k. We do k.getDescription in the main, get and return the description assigned to that object. Right here is a getAll method. I use this to lay out and do a proper formatting. I can call all three methods in this one in a more unified way. So if we were to run it right here, I've created three retail item objects, jacket, jeans, and shirt. All of these have their assigned values. And using this for loop, I'm going to go through every single one that's been put into an inventory list right here. And as you can see, part A, we get a description for jacket, the units on hand, and the price, and it does that for all three of the objects that we. For part B, we had to create a cash register class. We'll take in a purchase, as in, I want N of X items, and I'd like to get the price on them. So right here, we take in, right here, the fields. We have our description, price, and count, also private like last time. Right here, we're taking in a retail item R instead of these two because we're using an already created class. So right now, we're going to be using one of the objects that we created, retail item, and we're going to pull their description right here as we assign R to whatever object. N is the count. Right here are three getters like the last method, which take in and show us the price and times the count to get subtotal, subtotal times 0.06 to get the tax, and these two added together with counting both methods to get the actual total. Right here is a getAll method, which does the same thing as the last one, just with these three methods we have here. And I show you it now. We did purchase one. Purchase one is 5 pairs of. Run it. In the description, we get part B, subtotal 174.75, the tax, these two added together equals the total. For part C, we had to create a sales receipt class, which will give us a proper laid out formatting for a sales receipt. So with here, I used the file writer object, or the file writer class, to create a sales receipt.txt file. As you can see, we already have it. It's empty, but we can delete it and it doesn't make a difference with the way this is set up. Right here, I'm going to delete the sales receipt file, and the program will still work fine. Right here, if I didn't delete the file, it would just check if it's there, and if it is, disregard. We do the writer.write the command file writer file. Right here, we have to use the /n because with these, they start and stop at the exact same point. So you have to do /n basically as if you're doing print.out.line or print out line. So right here, we use the purchase one that we made for the last cash register class to get the values of price and count, which are fields. That's why they're purple. And these three methods. We have to do the get subtotal, get tax, and get total, not the get all, because with the get alls, you can't print, you can only add in exact values. So with that, this saves much more time to write it. You don't have to deal with formatting. And it's in a try catch because there can be IO exceptions, external parts like a file. So right here, it just takes the file and it gives us an error message instead of not letting it actually. Right here, we saw we deleted it. Now after creating it, we finished with object 0, and we now have the sales receipt text file. And that is my final project.